world's first patented curved light bar. Now, it just got smaller, slimmer, and smarter with the Rigid RDS SR Series Pro. This compact single-row light bar conforms to modern looks and projects more lighting to get you further, boasting a compact design, gentle curve, and the same proven rigid quality. The RDS SR Series Pro is a new, sleek, and sophisticated way to own the night.
Ford WP is more than a store. We're truck and Jeep experts and have been for over 50 years. From wheel and tire upgrades to full custom builds, Ford WP has you covered. Whether you want to order the best parts online or shop in store, do the work yourself or get it done by a pro, all roads lead to Ford WP. Do your rig right. Shop online or find your store at FordWP.com.
All right, everybody, welcome back. It's the second hour of our coverage here of the 2019 Baja 500 here on Fishgistics, presented to you guys by KMC Wheels, 4-Wheel Parts, and Rigid Industries. So we've had quite an exciting Baja 500 so far. If you guys have been following along, we've had bottlenecks 2 miles into the race, bottleneck at mile 5. Now we have another huge bottleneck going on at mile 15, between mile 15 and 16 at mile 14. The whole start of this race is just a bottleneck so far. So it's been definitely pretty exciting. You can see the start line behind me here. That was yesterday. All the cars are off. Everyone's out into the race. But they're not getting very far, very fast. This is the most bottlenecks I've ever seen at the start of any race ever. So let's go over and take a look at the map and show you guys what's going on. So the leader is currently Andy McMillan. He started first, and I just got a split time. Let's see. I'm reading the split time right now. Hang on, guys. Okay, all right. So right here at kilometer 77, which is also mile 77 on this race, Andy was first through here, and then 6 minutes behind him physical was Ryan Arciero. So Andy has put a 5-minute gap on Ryan Arciero, or sorry, he was 6 minutes in front. He started a minute ahead, so that means he's 5 minutes ahead on corrected time right now. So Andy already put 5 minutes on Ryan Arciero in the first 77 miles. So I would say that Andy's hauling some butt right now. So it's nice to be out front with clean air. That's a huge advantage. It is tough because you need to get split times so you know where all the guys are behind you, so you know if you need to push it more or dial it back a little bit. So Andy's definitely doing a good job right now. He knows what he's doing. He's out front by 6 minutes over Ryan. Then Dan McMillan was 1 minute behind Ryan. So Dan is in third place right now. So he was 7 minutes behind Andy. Then the cops truck with Jurgensen driving it right now was 30 seconds behind Dan. And then Luke was next through 1 minute back. So that would be 6, 7, 8 and a half minutes back to Luke from Andy at mile 77 right here where we can see on the screen. So those were real split times from someone on the ground right there. So take that for what it's worth. We know those are real times. We see Cameron's coming next along with the 50. See, the 50 hasn't updated in 4 minutes, but we already know they went by because we got a split from them. So that's them. Bobby Picoy, he was off to a really good start earlier. However, Bobby Picoy has had some problems, it looks like. He's doing 1 mile an hour. That might actually be stopped right there at mile 67. So bummer for the number 14. They were off to a good start, but now it looks like they are at 0 miles an hour. Bryce is still going. He's having a pretty good day. He started back a little ways, so he's just kind of hanging right where he is. He hasn't really put much time on anyone yet. He's kind of just been hanging through there. So we just got confirmation. Cameron just came through right now. He was 2 minutes back from Luke. So that puts Cameron about 6, 7, 8, 9, about 10 minutes, 10 and a half minutes behind Andy through mile 77. So that's your update on the leaders for you guys there. Then we have another pack back here. A bunch of trophy trucks in this pack. We got Robbie Gordon, Tim Herbst, Alan Impudia, Justin Lofton, Mikey Lawrence, Chris Miller. That's the next little pack of trophy trucks that are running together. So that's the next pack back. And then behind them, we got Tavos coming. Then it gets into another little pack, little spread out. We got Mike Palmer, we got Clyde Stacy, Tony Smiley, Rob McCachran, Billy Wilson, Justin Matney, and Gary Magnus. So we got those coming back here. Then the first one car, Brad Wilson, he's working his way up. He got through the bottlenecks without any problem. So Brad Wilson is definitely putting some time on his class since he had a clean run early. So he's up there. See, someone asked, is Andy driving alone? Yes, Andy is soloing the whole race. They have no scheduled driver or co-driver changes. So Andy will be in the car there all day today. Let's see, back to the 3L. So let's mark post back here. And then Dell Dondell. That's Brock Heger is driving with Dell Dondell. I'm not sure who actually started. I didn't see at the start who was in there. So it's going to be Dell Dondell and Brock Heger in his first time in a trophy truck. So we'll keep an eye on them and see how they do it yet. Then we got Abdali Lopez, and back here we got the 79. Someone was just looking for them, I think. So the 79 is there, the 1L. So the L at the end here, if you guys haven't seen it before, it's the Legends class, the Trophy Truck Legends. I believe it's 50 years old is the cutoff. So anyone over, I think it's 50. Yeah, it's 50. Anyone over 50, a driver, every person that drives the car has to be over 50 to be in the Legends class. So that's what the L means if you're looking at the end of some of these. So we can see the next Class 1 car is Shelby Reed, 168. If we zoom out a little bit, you can see that the 100's up here and the 168's back here. So they have a pretty good gap already going on in Class 1. So someone says, yeah, Johnny Nelson. Yep, Johnny Nelson is navigating with Andy McMillan, and he is going to be in the car all day today too. So Johnny Nelson's been around a long time. He's got a lot of experience. So the 31 definitely has a lot of experience in it today. Back to some other classes, the spec trucks. We have the 204 of Sarah Price. Looks like that's the first spec truck that I see on here. Let's let me turn on. Hang on a second here. Where's the specs? Here's the trophy truck spec. Let's just turn them on. All right, so we clear everyone else out. So the 204, Sarah Price is first. Then Rafael Navarro. Then the Pete's Camp truck is second. Looks like back to the 299. The 246 and the 232, the other Mango truck, Chelsea Magnus. And Chelsea is driving that one off the start. So right now we have two female drivers in the top 5 of Trophy Truck Spec. So that's kind of cool. Then back to the rest of them are back here. Now after the Trophy Truck Specs, let's go look at the Class 10s. They can, I believe they were next off the line somewhere. So they're one of the classes that had to deal with some of the bottlenecks. So the 1011 is the first Class 10 car right now, followed by the 1022, then the 1048, and then you have a whole bunch back here. So that's a little stacked up. So that's the 10s. What other class you guys want to see? Class 7. Some of those are mislabeled. That's kind of weird. So let's see. Sean Whalen. We have a lot of the Class 7s here, but they're all mixed together. So remember, there's 7, 7F. So on the tracker here, they kind of show up all together. So it looks like the 750 is going to be first. Then we have the 703. Now, these are all in a bottleneck right here. So we have Dan Shamley, 704, 740. Notice the mile an hour. They're all at 1 or 0. So this is what's going on next. Check this out. We'll turn all the cars back on. So here's the new story now. The huge bottleneck between mile 16. These are all stopped. Look at all these cars right here. There's about 15 cars that are stopped right there. Then we come back just a little bit. These cars are all stopped. I mean, you have to zoom in just to see how many cars are here that are all stacked on each other. By this point, there's about 50 to 60 cars that are stopped between mile 16 and a half and mile 15. So this is a huge bottleneck right off the start. Look at all 0 miles an hour. Every single car in the whole race is at 0 miles an hour from the 10 cars back right here, or just behind the 10s. Come back a little bit, and then the course is clear. So between right here at mile 15.5 and mile 16.5, everybody stopped. So if you're looking for one of those guys, don't even ask right now because they're sitting at 0. They're not going anywhere fast. This is a huge cluster. I haven't seen anything like this in a long time. That's a lot of cars to be stopped there. So not much sense in giving you guys any updates on those classes yet until we get some of that sorted out. All right. So what else are you guys looking for here? The UTV class, they're all stopped. So there's no sense in me trying to give you guys any update. They're all at 0, or if they're not, they just got out. Here's one maybe, but yeah, there's nothing going on there yet. Brad Wilson, he's out front. We already checked on him. Brad Wilson is leading in Class 1. Also, let's see. What are you guys looking for? Someone says, my son is navigating for BJ today. That's good. BJ finally got a good co-driver, someone that's in there. I expect BJ to actually have a pretty good day today. I think he did a lot of pre-running. He was a little bit more serious, it seemed like, maybe. So let's hope they have a good day. Let's see. Ashley is looking for Austin Jones. All right, let's go look. I believe he's the 279 right there. So AJ Jones, he's at mile 36. I'm not sure where he started. I don't have the list in front of me, but it looks like he's in about the top 10 or so right now. So Austin Jones, that's Jesse Jones' kid. He is moving along. He's at mile 36 right now, hanging in there right behind the main pack here. So he'll be up there. What else you guys look for? Oh, yeah, so one update. We did just get Trophy Truck 70. So Harley Lettner, Kevin Thompson, they have a blown transmission at mile 5, and they are out of the race. So I know a lot of you guys maybe saw earlier, they were one of the trophy trucks that was in that huge cluster at mile 2. They overheated the transmission, I'm sure, trying to get out of there. The converter got really hot, I'm sure, and it just cooked it. So pretty much that silt at mile 2 took out the number 70. So big bummer for the Concrete Motorsports team. Harley Lettner, Kevin Thompson, they are out of the race officially. I did get word from their team. So big bummer on those guys. Let's see, who else are you guys looking for? The number 28. I didn't see them anywhere on here. Let's go and just turn on just the trophy trucks for a minute. We'll look them up for you. So there's the 28 right there. So the 28 is at mile 62 right now for that for the person that was looking for Corey there. They are at mile 62.7. All right. The bikes. That's a great idea. Let's go look at the bikes. I haven't done that yet. So actually, we'll just zoom out, leave everyone on. Let's see where the lead bike is. It was the 1X when I was looking earlier. Let's see. There's the 4X. There they are right there. All right, let's go look over here. So they are past. They're up at Mike's right now. Looks like the lead bike is the 1X, Justin Morgan, and he is on the Mike's road, approaching pretty close to Mike's. He's at mile 277. The next bike is the 4X. That's your second place bike. They are just about to turn off to Mike's. So they are on the highway right there, that little highway section. They're going to turn left and get up to Mike's. All right, so that's where the bikes are. Lead quad looks to be 1A. So that's your lead quad, followed by the 21A. And those are actually pretty close together. All right. All right. Well, I think I got to do some other updates here. I just got some more. So we're going to post some videos for you guys. Go check out the page. And go watch. Scores feed isn't really working right now. I don't know. Maybe they'll get it going again. I know they had some drones and stuff, so hopefully they get that going again. But we'll be back at 11 o'clock with the next update for you guys. Thanks 4Wheel Parts, KMC Wheels, and Rigid Industries, and we will we'll see you back. I don't know if these bottlenecks are going to be cleared before the bikes come back in. Someone just asked. That's a good question. I would think so, because the bikes are only not even at 300 right now, so they can get in there with tractors and cars and get these cars out of the way. But yeah, this is definitely the story of the day so far is bottlenecks. We'll check back in on the bottlenecks at 11 o'clock. See you guys then.